Hi, Genki Call here with the For the Birds World event for the week of February 7th, 2022. Before we head in there, let's get caught up on the story. And it goes like this. Wu Hao referred to our chaotic friend as the Fairy Godmother, a ridiculous name for a ridiculous creature. She told us terrible tales of the last time she was loose. Even better, though, she told us of a crystal that once held her. Sadly, it was now guarded by hags on the Isle of Dark Stone. We set out, but soon heard of the latest mischief in Suncrest. Which brings us to the world event. For the birds. What had the fairy godmother been up to now? She created a new type of Strix? A flightless one? This wouldn't end well. We needed to help these poor creatures before the other Strix wiped them out. Rally some mystics to defeat the Strix and take their feathers as trophies. What I don't get is why they spelled it Strix twice here and then with a Y here. It does not make any sense, except this is Ostrix. No, I can't remember her name now. Anyway, let's go over the scoring real quickly here. It's slightly wonky, mostly makes sense, but slightly not also. So all battles besides the Fairy Godmother give bonus points per encounter, which means eventually the other troops are going to make more points than the Fairy Godmother. Fairy Godmother is going to be rare to get. She will not show up very often. But it goes in mythic order. Fairy Godmother, who we've been chasing all over the place this whole campaign, is worth the most. Then the other mythic. Then we have the legendaries. In alphabetical order, Garuda comes before Taloka, except that they're worth the same amount of points. I forgot. Oops. All right, then the legendaries, then the epic, and then the ultra rare. So go by colors. I do have a visual that I will be giving you. I do not have it for you at the moment because it would take me too long to get set up. But I have a visual I can give you. There will be a link in the description below that shows that as far as points go, the Fairy Godmother is better until Zilopochli gets to level 100. The two legends get to level 85, or Azkila gets to level 244. After that, they are going to make more points than the Fairy Godmother. I got this from Hawks off of the official forum. I will have a link to the image for you so you can check that out. Okay, so now we need to get into the actual teams I have for you. But first, let's head into the shop. No, we'll go here first, and there's a reason for that, which I will tell you about right now. I'm grabbing a team. Hold on. I'm grabbing another team. So, what I've got for you, this is a cheese team. So, as Rel would call it, this is your total cheese team. She starts out fully empowered. She's going to create some mana. She's going to kill herself and summon a night, or she's going to kill whoever you want. You could kill your hero if you wanted to, but basically, I'm just going to have Elspeth kill herself, summon in a knight. If I don't like it, I'll kill it and pull in another one, and so on and so forth. And you can just kill Princess Elspeth each time if you want. The random knight could be a mythic. It could be, say, Guard's Avatar or something along that line. So, hoping that something can be pulled up. She is somebody that everyone will have if they have done the storyline in Silverglade, because she comes with the storyline as it is completed. So the reason I wanted to come in here before we go into the shop is I wanted to show you what troops you can get from show all. The troops that you can get from the tiers in the shop. So the mythics you can possibly pull if you're extremely lucky are, let me put this in rarity order, sorry. Aquaticus, Famine, Queen of Sin, Shahbanu Vespera, Tianyi, Will of Naisha, and you cannot get Zathinos. He is a craft only. But six mythics are possible to pull. I would be over the moon to get Will of Naisha. Oh, that would be so exciting. Anyway, the these 6 are possible. So, and anything else you see here are troops that you can pull from the tiers in the shop. So I have only purchased 1 at this point. I always like to start with 2 when I'm doing my videos, because I figure everyone should at least be getting the first 2 tiers. If you're in a good guild, you will be able to afford that much. And it makes it just so much more fun. To me, it is more fun to have the potion of enchant and the potion of explosion. It just really enhances the gameplay, in my opinion. These things, they boost spell damage only, so they're not going to boost skulls, just spell damage. All right, let's head in. I hit the wrong button. I do that. The first team I told you about, I'm going to take it in here. I have not tested it. We'll see how it goes. I say that a lot. Yes, indeed I do. All right, we will put this badge here. I figure everybody, if they're in a guild, they should have a Medal of the Seasons, unless they haven't been there long, in which case, hopefully, you'll have at least badges of seasons. But just put those in there for now instead of my Nishas, just to be a little more fair with this. And as far as the weapon goes, you can pretty much put any weapon you want in there. And the only reason that I put the Imperial Jewel in here is simply because it pulls all of mana, every single color. We don't know what we're going to get when we use Elspeth here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to kill her. And that is not great, so I'm going to try... Actually, I'm going to kill him. And I got another one. I really want to kill off that Valraven before he flies away, so maybe I'll do this a couple times just to see what I can get. Do I want to kill him? I'm going to kill Elspeth. And we got Prince Ethoris, the 2 most vain creatures in the game. Prince Ethoris and Princess Elspeth on the same team. That is funny. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this. This should kill them off. There we go. I think that this will be a really fun team to use if you are bored with these world events, just because of the randomness of it. I'm going to do one more. And do one more if I see if I can find a knight that can do damage to all enemies. But as you can see, you can get stuff in here you normally would not be able to have. So I like that. It's fun. It's different. Yeah, I don't like that. We'll do this. I got him again. Really? That is unusual. Ooh, thank you. Right now, I'm not worried about dying. Although, you really need to worry about the Blade Wing. Whenever you face her, kill her first, no matter what you're facing, because she has a chance to insta-kill you once you're past these. As soon as she gets these traits... Actually, no, she doesn't even need the traits. She has a 20% chance to kill you if there's a storm, and I see I have a storm here. So, I'm going to do this just to see what I get. Sir Snothelm, I'm going to do this again, because it's fun. Okay, what's this? Damage to the first enemy. Alright, well, nothing truly, great for the team, but it is different, it is fun, and it is a possibility if you are lower level. Okay, I went up a level. Speaking of levels, yay! Love going up levels. Red. I will take red, thank you. All right, the next team that I have for you is coming right up. It is another team without legendaries, except for the weapon. The weapon is from Drifting Sands. What is that class? It's a class weapon. Dervish class weapon. If you don't have that, what I recommend is that you grab a weapon in here that can explode. Grab a weapon that does damage to all enemies. I think damage to all enemies would be best because I have 2 here that will give you mana. Enchantress is going to do damage to all enemies and enchant somebody, and then Harpy Mage is going to blow things up, give you a dust storm, and which you don't need for this team, and get you lots of mana. But, um, Princess Elspeth could be replaced. I did forget to mention something, and that is, oh, Kobra. Kobra is probably going to be better than Elspeth, unless you just love the Elspeth idea. But Kobra will summon. So if you get in trouble, you can summon in some troops, or you can let something die and summon something in, however you want to do it. I'm going to use Kobra because I just did a couple of battles with Elspeth. All right, and weapon. Let's see. Now, I don't know what weapons you absolutely will have at the lower levels. I think that this is one of the ones that you can have at low level. Another one is, it is Dust and Sand. The thing is, the only problem with Dust and Sand, it will remove armor from all enemies, but after that, you can only do skull damage with it. So, keep that in mind if you decide to use that. Anyway, let's go ahead and take this in and see how this one does. These first two teams use War Priest simply because they start with the Light Storm, and and I need to level it. I need to level Stormcaller too, but yeah, I don't need the brown. Why to do that? I'm just gonna, do that. If you don't have that, and you could always use the Imperial Jewel. If you do, I recommend putting it at the end of the team, just like on the first, um, just like on the first, the first team I gave you. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it. Nothing new about that, right? Ha ha ha. All right, two teams with legendaries coming right up. I did want to mention something that will be really good for later on in the event, and that is Faunessa. Faunessa is empowered. She has full mana when she starts, provided that you have her traded, of course. She does damage to an enemy equal to their attack, and then she gives life to all allies with a boost based upon their attack. It's a 3-to-1 ratio, but if they have 100 attack, that is an extra 33 life that she's going to give to all allies. So Faunessa is definitely something you can use later on. Again, I'm using Dancing Daggers. If you don't have it, pick something. Pick something. I'm sure you'll find something that will be useful for you. Vanya, Soulmourn, and Luna are both from the Underworld. If you don't have Vanya, you can put Starflower in here. Starflower uses the same colors, and she is not... no, I think she is a legendary, actually. Hold on. Starflower, because if she wasn't... if she was only an epic, I would have put her on one of the other teams. But Starflower is an option. Vanya is from Silver Necropolis faction, and then Luna is from the Warrens faction. So those two are both obtainable with Chaos Shards. I'm using a lot of faction teams, or faction legendaries, because they're just really good. I switched to Stormcaller. I don't remember why, but I did. I think because originally I had Queen Xochi on this team instead of Vanya, but I wanted to switch things up. You can put Queen Xochi here. Whatever you like. Just take these teams as inspiration and do with them what you will. Hopefully, they will help you find what you really want to do in here. All right, let's get some mana. We're going to blow up purple, hopefully. Yes. I love Luna. Explodes a random gem when matching yellow gems. This is Lightning Strike in a trait, basically. She also does damage to all enemies, and she's either going to give positive status effects to your team or negative to the other team. And then Vanya also does damage to all enemies boosted by blessed allies, +4 for each blessed ally. Right now I have 1 because on match 4s she blesses. So I'm just going to do this and wipe them out. I will do another battle, I think, maybe 2. But I have 2 more teams to show you, but still. These are both low. Avoid wind, arch the blue. Avoid the blue at all costs. Avoid the purple if you can. Otherwise, go for the other stuff. Right. I know what I mean. I can't get it out of my head. I can't get it out of my mouth. I don't know why. We're gonna do Harpy Mage this time. Harpy Mage is from Stonesong Eerie. I forgot to mention that. She is only an epic. Hopefully you can get her. She is very useful. Um, she is conjuring a dust storm, so Queen Xochi would probably be better on this team. But I just wanted to kind of mix things up between this team and the next one, which is why I put in Vanya instead. I think I already mentioned that. I apologize. Anyway, it explodes 41 gems, it explodes gems of one of the mana colors of whomever you pick. So I just pick whichever one has the most on the board, and it shows you right here. So purple, I would choose Vanya. But there's no reason to do Vanya right now because she's going to have full mana, and boom. All right, let me grab the next team, and I will show you why I keep talking about Queen Xochi. I really like Queen Sochi. Zilopochle. Manage. I don't know how to say that. I chose for this team Gobsticker. This is a newer weapon. Hopefully you were able to get it when we did, I think it was Raid Boss? Zajian Raid Boss. Explode green gems, grant a random status effect, yada yada, and summon. It's here for the explode. Summon if we need it, but mostly for the explode. Harpy Mage also for explode. Queen Xochi is from Stonesong Eerie, just like Harpy Mage. Does damage to all enemies, and if there's a storm, explode gems. That means another source of explosion, which is always going to be good for your team. And then Leanansidhe. The nice thing about Leanansidhe, she's going to drain mana, which is always nice. Does damage to an enemy and everyone above it. So if you, doggone phone, if you choose the bottom enemy, it's going to hit the whole team, even if every one of them is submerged, because technically this is not a spell that does damage to the whole team. That is very cool. I love that, so don't have to worry about submersion with Leanansidhe along. I need to use her more often. I keep forgetting about her. All right. Also, Stormcaller, it's just for the yellow. And let me just back out for 1 second, please. Hold the phone. I need to grab my tributes. And perfect. And do that thing with the thing. Do, 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 do. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm not using a shield right now. Grabbing my tributes. Boop-a-doo. Heading back in. Thank you for your patience. All right. Next team. Oh, no. Let's do this one. Oh, I haven't done this one yet. I was going to say, let's do it again, but I haven't even done it yet, so my bad. My bad. Now, I only have one team here with Mythics. I use Shahbanu for the Mythic team. The reason for that is simply that although I really like Tianyi, we don't have anything that I noticed that that will boost armor. Boost attack. Tianyi will get double damage on his splash damage if his attack is higher. And that's great. It'll be great for low levels, but higher levels, there's no way on those really high levels that you're going to be able to get his attack high enough to do real damage. You want to take these battles, all of these battles, you want to take the highest number. So, because we have a modifier, it scales, it's scaling points is what I'm trying to say. I'm so sorry. I haven't gotten enough sleep for the past few days, and it is starting to really show. I'll be fine. All right, once again, I'm going to go for Sochi. Queen Sochi. Oh, no. I was thinking that was the one that was going to insta-kill, but she wasn't. So we have a storm, we have a perma-storm, unless the hero gets stunned, and that would take this away. But we get explosion. Boom. Explosion. Mana. So having an extra source of mana is always nice. And I'm going to do the Gobsticker, even though there wasn't much green on the board. Probably would have been better not to. Like that. Too bad there's nothing that does true damage to all enemies. There's the Fairy Godmother. We're going to go for that battle, and I'm just going to stick with this team for now, and then we'll switch teams. Now, there is... the forum said that Fairy Godmother is not going to show up often. It's going to be a rare battle. Just remember what I mentioned about... brown again. What I mentioned about... where the scaling is. So at a certain level, Legendaries will be worth more than the Fairy Godmother. But she's going to show up not very often. So again, be sure to check out that image in the description below. And let's go ahead and do the last one here. Manage paste. This should be very effective. So we've got Dancing Daggers. You could do the Umbral... Hold on, what's it called again? Umbral Tome. That does damage to all enemies. Forget the boost, there will be no Umbral stars. But it is also purple and yellow. I think it's safer to go with a solid yellow weapon and always cast on the first slot. Always cast on yellow and hope that she only hits yellow. But she could hit purple. But you do have a good chance of looping with this. Having only these three colors. Just hope she doesn't cast on herself too often. But we've got Leanansidhe and Vanya here. You can put in Faunessa. You can put in two Faunessas. Or you can put in Starflower. And again, it's using Stormcaller. Don't have to use Stormcaller. You can use whatever you want. But all of that yellow is always going to be nice. And it's a persistent storm. There is no persistent purple storm available. You could use Orrery, but Orrery is blue and yellow, so I forgot to mention that. No, wait, it is purple and yellow. Orrery creates a purple and yellow storm, but it uses yellow and blue. So bringing in another source of blue means less chance of looping. I'll stop talking now and I'll just get to it. We'll do a couple battles with this. Hopefully we'll get a higher level one so I can show you how well this team really works, because I'm not even going to need to cast with Shahbanu here. Probably. The explosion really helps. Alright, we're going to cast on Hero. This can boost anything. It could boost attack, armor, health, or it could hit magic and make this number go way up. We like it when it does that. Alright, that did not loop. That is unfortunate. Yes, go ahead. I get extra experience from the death. Every time the sunbird dies and comes back, it counts as a kill, so you get extra experience. So yay for that. Let's see. Do this one again. Zilopochtli. I don't know how to say it. I know. We have a Valraven. Don't want the Valraven to get away, so I'm going to go ahead and cast with this. Oh yeah. That's not cool. Okay, we'll take purple. Purple. Perfect. I gave them a match 4, though. I gave them a match 4. No. Oh, no. Zilopochtli, death-marked me. How dare he? I'm going to go ahead and cast with this, because I don't want to take any chances, and I knew I had enough to kill, but the whole thing is you want to try and loop with Shahbanu Vespera if you're going to use her. And so let's maybe do a couple more battles and try to showcase this team a little better for you. That was a modified sigh. Alright, do that. Match 4s are always nice. Alright, Shahbanu. Let's loop. Nice. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. I just want to do that some more. So right now we're at 56 damage to all enemies. The attack could go up so that you could do lots of damage with, there's the attack. Damage with skulls. And you know, sometimes you may just want to keep doing this until, just keep looping and adding to your team on their magic and everything until you lose control of the board and then cast afterwards. That's something else you can try. Anyway, that is what I have got for you. I hope this has been helpful. I hope that you find a team that you really like. And speaking of liking, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.